Hey guys, I'm currently catching up on the season's shows and getting ready to make the yearly recap, but in the meantime I wanted to make a quick, more informal video about my favorite openings of 2022. To me, a great opening consists of 70% of it being an awesome song, catchy, atmospheric, creative, or something that just feels perfect for the show, but also 30% on its visuals, which I think a lot of people don't focus more on. If I'm humming an anime song, the animation or set piece that they use to accompany it will always be on my subconscious. I like when they match the beat, I like when they put some awesome sakuga, or they just do something different that really stands out. So yeah, these 20 openings felt like that to me. It was gonna be top 10, but I underestimated how many good OPs we got this year. I pretty much went through all of them and was back and forth a lot, so please remember this is just my opinion and everyone has their own favorites. Let me know which ones you like. But anyways, let's start the rundown. The vibes Yoasobi puts in her songs are always great, and this one is no different. I love the beginning with the little chiptuned notes that kind of relates it to tech. Visually it's good, but I wish they made something more stylish with the song. Like the few seconds we get the actual Gundams fighting, more quick transitions, etc. Not that the art is bad, mind you, it's visually great, with them exploring the characters and the school, but to me it has a bit of lost potential, but still a really great OP. Definitely a standout. The vibe is perfect for the wacky show with high stakes and whodunit energy. The last part with all the lalas is so dang catchy. I think the visuals tops it though. The way they portray the protag's friends constantly switching emotions and emphasis on money helps a lot with the point of the show. And it's not afraid of using different color palettes and angles. This probably could have been an OP for Danganronpa. Really good. I love that the Mob Psycho openings have been made by the same mob choir. They do a really good job. But I do think Season 2 might have left the bar a bit too high for this one. Not to say that this one isn't great, far from it, but I do think it's not as catchy as the other two. But it's still a great fit for the series. And of course it has the phenomenal visuals. Again, it's not as amazing as 99.9, but I truly love how they compact every single character in this, while hinting ever so slightly to things to come in this last season. Add on the different animation styles, crazy transitions, it's as great as Mob has always been. And that last part where Mob grows up, the feels, man. At first I wasn't really too hyped on this one, because it felt like the typical high energy sports OP that normally isn't my favorite, but it steps up once the lyrics come in, and it has grown on me. The bit where the players are falling behind Ego is such a slap. I could easily hear this scene being in FIFA or something like that. It's a great song for soccer. Visually I like that they mix plays and show our protags in black and white for the less energetic parts. It's a banger. I know that this opening has gotten a lot of mixed reactions, but it's always been a favorite of mine. I'm a big fan of the bombastic style this band has. I think it represents the craziness of the show's concept rather well. Originally I thought it was going to be higher on the list, but I think it's a bit too insane in those first notes, regardless of how good the visuals try to accompany it. I like how they start with a different style with Anya running around, representing the perfect family, only for the Kakoshigo to Narage to hit, and Yor and Lloyd show off their true form with some gorgeous shots, and some more visuals of Operation Strix and such. A great introduction to this wonderful show. This might be a bit too high up for some, but I'm biased because I've always been a big fan of Claris, thanks to their work on Madoka. Regardless, this is a great OP. The way Clara and Karen harmonize, combined with the instruments, always has me coming back. The visuals also work well for the show, with how they introduce our main girls and the rest of the cast, including some hidden lore and the red flowers, there they are! I'm a fan of those quick shots of Chisato and Takina in different clothes, and them just walking and being playful, and yeah, I just really enjoy seeing these girls again. Can never go wrong with Bump of Chicken. I was originally going to put this one lower, but man, I got infected by how positive and nice it is, showing our main trio so happy together and living the life. The song complements that very well, super catchy and nice. And of course the visuals are astoundingly beautiful. You can notice Wit and Cloverworks' combined effort here. Beautiful backgrounds and animation. The part where Lloyd looks sideways and finds Anya and Yor, so good. Visual and song wise. I'll be honest, when this came out, I hated this opening. I think largely because you couldn't escape it when scrolling through TikTok and stuff. Every time I heard rumbling, rumbling, I rolled my eyes and scrolled away. But after seeing it again after the hype has died down, it's pretty dang good. The lyrics are a tad on the nose, but it represents Erin's situation perfectly. The somber rock metal vibe also nails the state of the world the show is gonna have. And then it hits us with the song change after it shows a mirror, and damn, it's so good. Visuals are decent. It's no secret I've not been the biggest fan of how Shingeki looks with Mappa, and while this doesn't top any of the Wit openings, it's still pretty good. The flashes between kid and grown-up Eren and showing past events is pretty cool. I'm really wondering how they'll end it all. Who would have guessed a cover from a song from Hungary would have been the perfect match for this crazy idea of an anime? A great party anthem, simple but easily got stuck on my head. And while the visuals aren't anything too crazy, the colors and dances they use are just the perfect fit. I did use it on my spring video for a reason, not a whole lot to say, but it'll definitely stay on my mind for a long while. It's a shame this OP isn't more popular, because I think it's a banger. The combination of piano and electric instruments is such a favorite of mine, and Red Bear's voice works so well with it. But what makes it great to me is the visuals. They opted to go for a more simplistic use of black and white tinted models and animations for the characters. The way they transition and do effects to the beat just scratches my brain in the best way possible. It may just be a simple look at the crew, but it just looks so cool to me. I would love to see more anime do stuff like this. This is a banger. You get the singer who killed it with the Domestic Girlfriend OP, and you add an interesting music group that's been growing in Japan, and you get this crazy catchy beat. Visuals are also really satisfying to watch. You go from a Space Invader reference to seeing classic Loom in a more relaxed setting, but then we switch to Ataru going around the city with these beautiful colors and visuals. The music drops and it just keeps getting crazier. Glimpses of reference to the original show, beautiful shots of Loom, creative visuals. This is how you accompany a great song. I can't really explain why this isn't higher though. Bear in mind that all the remaining OPs are amazing to me. I wish I could just say that all of them are my number one, but it is what it is. But anyways, a very solid OP. Might seem like a complete 180 from the others, but I adore this one. It's so different to the first Aoashi opening, which is way more energetic and sporty, but this one is such a soothing, yet very inspiring song. Being honest, I always thought of this song before a soccer game. Kinda dumb, but it just feels very motivational to me. So uplifting. Aoi and the team struggle in this core, but this shows there's some light at the end of the tunnel. Plus, IG accompany it with some amazing backgrounds and visuals. That last part where it's black and white, and Aoi goes to the sky is smiling is perfect. Really good stuff. A curveball, but I love openings like this. I love the instruments used and the quirky sounds, and I really like how the actresses are the ones singing it. It's a great descriptive song of the premise. The first and last part where they're just improvising is contagious as heck. They're actually doing the song themselves. Full circle. Also, the visuals are excellent. They stay true to the show, but they add in parts where they seem like paper cutouts and they don't color in the eyes, which seems charming to me. A perfect OP for this slice of life show. One of the first bangers of the year. A very different OP for the franchise, but it's personally my favorite. Ayamera's beautiful dramatic voice combined with this fast-paced energetic song is such a delight. And I feel it works since this arc is focused on the Red District. And it represents the crazy fights we were gonna get. And of course, Ufotable does a phenomenal job with the visuals. Starting from Tanjiro grasping the fire symbol, to the introduction of the new Hashira, to the fast-paced reintroduction of our boys, the fireworks, the new demons, all so good. Not much more to say, it's awesome. This is a perfect kind of OP for this show. The vibes and feel of this concept just work so well with it. The jazzy music accompanied by the high-paced lyrics are just stuck in my head now, with the falling, and such. Visually though, my god, they nailed the assignment. I love that all the lyrics are present on screen in some way. It's super creative and fun. Heck, even the bridge in the song where they have the cast just waiting for something to happen works. It's a quick one, but they do so much stuff, keeping the color scheme and feel of the show always at the forefront. Can't think of a better way this song could have been represented. As I said before, I checked every opening this year, even for shows I didn't watch. But as soon as I heard the opening for the new season of Golden Kamuy, I knew it was a favorite. Holy shit! Ali has pretty much only sung bangers, be it the Jujutsu Kaisen ending or the OP for Beastars, but his English lyrics hit hard, even if I don't know the show. The instruments help the song feel inspiring, sad, epic, and threatening all in the span of 1:30. It's insane. And visually, of course, it all goes perfectly. Scenes that are probably spoilers for me, but I can't help getting hyped. It's so cinematic. This is the kind of energy I want for the final season of Attack on Titan's opening. Not sure this represents the series as a whole, but this opening makes me want to watch the show. I'm gonna cheat a little and gonna put both the summertime render openings here. They work so well together. Like, the first one is this mysterious beat reminiscing about the past with little to no visuals to speak of, but still would be important. They ended with Ushio panting and just this visual of Shinpei that immediately grabs you, just like the first episode. Great song, and that unknowing of what's to come is perfect for the first episodes. And then, after the mystery sets and everything is going to go down, we get the second opening that quickly changes the mood. Fast-paced and ready for action, while still maintaining some bit of mystery to it, and some sci-fi. It reminds me of the Steins Gate Zero opening, and the visuals balance out the action and drama really well. The way these two openings represent the arcs they are about to tell is really great, and it was really hyped to see the second opening when every episode was going hard. Amazing stuff. The way this opening manages to infuse the musical style of Kevin Penkin while still being a great song vocally is a triumph, and I love how it visually matches the beat, while we see the comparison of the two groups traveling down the abyss. It's the kind of OP that gets better with every episode. Like, you start off not knowing who these new characters are, or you're at least intrigued to see if these small clips are actually gonna happen. And afterwards, you start getting attached to these new characters, and this energetic OP starts getting emotional too. It keeps the same kind of vibe as the first opening, but I think they managed to top it off. Great job as per usual. Genji's energy just intoxicated me with these simple but madly descriptive lyrics that worked insanely well for Denji's character. The way it starts with the chainsaw sound, how they reverse the song a bit, and the visuals also go back is just mwah, chef's kiss. Singing along with every "Dorok, Mirai, a beautiful star" is so fun. The movie references, knowing how the creator of the show is a big fan, is a great touch. And we get a glimpse of every character and how they act in the movie theater. That really works well. You can really see their dynamic once we get introduced to them. But obviously, the allegory of Denji and Makima's relationship takes the cake. And then the breakdown with them fighting a demon, with Power and Denji coming up with a plan, thanks to them bowling, is so good. And of course, the little dance. It's crazy fun and all over the place at times, but this song slaps so hard. I think Mappa nailed the introduction to the show. Gonna be hard to top for season 2, but I'm beyond excited. But there was one opening that floored me just a bit more. Before we get to number 1, here are a few honorable mentions. The one for Shikimori-san was cool, but I wasn't a big fan of the start of the song. It was close to getting in the top 20. Shadow's House was also a banger of a song, and I'm also a big fan of Riona, but I think the dynamic of the animation wasn't as good as I could have been. Bocchi the Rock was fun, but it wasn't as catchy as other songs, but it was visually like one of the best ones I've seen, so it hurt me not putting it in the top 20. And Data Life 4 was really good, but I wish they implemented more visuals with the great music they put in. Like, it could have been more interesting, but still a great song and visual-wise. And here are a bunch of them because I honestly can't really go through all of them right now, but a lot of great openings, but I just couldn't put everything. But now let's get to... When this came out, I was certain this was gonna be my number 1. Just like the Golden Kamuy OP, this portrays so many emotions and feelings in under 2 minutes. Sadness for Boji and Kage at the start, happiness to see the adventure, excitement for what's to come, shock to some of the amazing visuals, and, I'll admit, some tears of joy seeing those quick shots with our protags and their moms. I still get a little choked up. The song and the visuals in that part just mesh perfectly. I usually don't get into what the lyrics mean since I don't know Japanese, but this is the perfect anthem to what Boji goes through. And Vondi just emotes and sings this beautifully. And again, Wit's animation speaks for itself. Beautiful character models, gorgeous backgrounds and situations, it's the perfect package for this phenomenal anime. And those were my favorite openings of 2022. I know I'm all over the place at times, but that's just me. Which ones do you think are missing? Would you like to see a ranking of the endings? Let me know in the comments. And guys, please give it up for the cover artists. The links to their work is on the description, so please check them out and throw some love their way. Without them, my videos would be a train wreck, so thank you. And thank you for watching. If you like this, you might like my anime recaps. A new video for the best anime of the year is coming up, so click the subscribe button if you want to stay updated. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great holiday season and an awesome start to 2023. It's been Jules, and I'll see you all for the next one.